What do I need to do to prepare to buy a home? This is one of the questions I get asked more than any other question, particularly by new home buyers. There's three main areas that we want to look at, and I'm going to do a video series on each of the three areas. Today's video is on assets. So there's income, assets, and credit. Today's video is assets. All right. So when preparing to buy a home, you really want to think ahead and say, maybe your rent just got increased, or maybe something big in life changed. How much in assets do you need to have? When I say assets, I mean cash or cash equivalent in the bank or somehow being tracked or monitored. And so I'll break that down a little bit. If in most down payment assistance situations, if you're going to get down payment, you need to not have owned a home for the last 3 years. That's primarily the requirement. If you're going to get down payment assistance, you really only have to have about 1% of the purchase price under most down payment programs in your account at the time that you go and apply for that loan. And so, if say 1% of the purchase price, that's so $150,000, that's $1,500. $200,000 purchase price, that's $2,000. $100,000, that's $1,000. $300,000, you get the picture. It's $3,000. So you really want to have that money built up. Now, how do you build that money up? If you have that money now, great, fantastic. Nothing else needs to be done. Just show that it's been in your account for a couple of months to your home loan originator, and they should be able to use it from there. What if you don't have that money? Let's say it's a $200,000 house and you need to build up $2,000, but you only have $1,000 in your account, let's just say for simple math purposes. There's a couple of different places you can get that extra $1,000 from. Either you can save it up through just normal spending habits. You make income, you don't spend as much as you make, and so you have $1,000 that you build up over time. You can get it from what's called a gift source or a gift donor, right? Somebody that you're related to, somebody that you're close to. There's a list of acceptable gift donors, but somebody can give you that money, and your mortgage loan originator will just source that money from them and probably send it directly to the title company, and that'll be good. So you can build it up on your own. You can get it from a family member or from somebody who's close to you. One thing you can't really do is deposit cash and use that for your down payment or your reserves. So this 1% that I've been talking about is a reserve requirement, not a down payment requirement, because you're using down payment assistance, so you won't need down payment. But 1 month, roughly 1% of the purchase price is still required for reserves, just to have on hand when you close or when you go to apply for the loan. Anyway, when you use cash, that cash is unsourced. And back 15 years ago with the mortgage meltdown, buyers would go get title loans on their car and would deposit large amounts of cash into their account and would use that cash to purchase a house. Unfortunately, the title loan would come due. They wouldn't be able to make the title loan payment just because for a variety of reasons. So their car would be repossessed, so they couldn't go to work, so they would be fired from their job, so they couldn't make the house payment. And that was a fault of the banks, in my opinion, and of other lenders in that day to not do the verification of that cash. Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, FHA, VA, and USDA. These are all the major entities that have home loans out there. Their rules state that large amounts of cash can't be used for your down payment or your reserves or anything like that. Something else you can use is called a 401k account. So at your job, you build up a 401k, and depending on the terms of withdrawal from that 401k, you might be able to use some of that for the purchase of a new house. Now, we've talked so far about what happens if you need down payment assistance. But if you have down payment on your own, it depends on your loan type. The down payment requirement is anywhere between, like on an FHA loan, $3,500 per $100,000. So it's $3,500 for a $100,000 purchase, $7,000 for a $200,000 purchase, $10,500 for a $300,000 purchase, and so on. Or on a conventional loan, depending on your income, it can be either 3% or 5%. So $3,000 per $100,000 or $5,000 per $100,000. I know I'm giving you a lot of numbers, and I'm happy to break it down further, and I will probably in future videos. But for now, those are the general down payments. Same sources, you can save those up. You can get them from a gift. You can't get them from cash deposited into your account that's just in a vault, or under your mattress or something, without that having been in your account for a couple of months. to do what's called seasoning there, and to not show that money coming into your account in the first place. So 2 months of bank statements is usually required for that. All this to say that money is required for either down payment or reserves on any purchase. And starting today, to get money into the bank is preferable to starting tomorrow. Seriously, starting next week, starting next month. Even if you're not going to buy for 6 months, start today. Focus on it today. Build money up today. As a loan originator, I love seeing money in people's accounts that they have, and buyers' accounts that they've just built up over time through diligence, hard work, discipline, in spending. And I know that it's not easy. I know that it can be difficult, but it's worth it. It is so worth it. And then you don't have to get a gift from a family member. You don't have to get down payment assistance, because there's a lot of drawbacks there are to down payment assistance, although sometimes it's what's needed to make it work. Wherever you get that money, and however you build it up or get a gift or do down payment assistance, buying a home is worth it. You are investing in yourself. You're investing in your future. You're investing in your family's future. The reason I make this video, my name's Cameron McKellen, by the way. The reason I make these videos is because I know what it's like to not own a home and to not have invested and have that home be creating wealth for me as I live in it. And I don't want that for you. I want you to have more money at the end of your life having owned a home than not having done so. And so I make these videos to kind of show you how, and maybe give you some thoughts or insights on how to do that. So anyway, I will be making a couple of more videos about income and credit. Take care. Talk to you later. Thanks. Bye.